I always say representation matters. If you see someone who is like you go before you and achieve your dreams, you feel like it's possible for you as well. My name is Alice, and this is how you become a K-pop star. My age is a secret, and I live in Los Angeles, California, Koreatown to be exact. I was born in, oh my God, I forgot. Oh, Englewood, New Jersey. K-pop is very, very important to me. To see my blood, my culture, my homeland selling out stadiums and concert venues around the world, it is insane, and it brings me the utmost amount of pride as a Korean person. I grew up singing, but I only really started to pursue artistry a year and a half ago, which is when I moved to LA. I was in Boston, so I went to school at Berklee College of Music, and then I stayed there for a little bit after graduation, and I finally decided to make the move to LA thanks to BTS. When I was a kid, I always dreamed of being that performer who sings and dances, but I didn't really see people who look like me on American stages. But then, in 2017, BTS won a Billboard Music Award. They performed at the AMAs, and they were on the Ellen DeGeneres show. After I saw them in huge American media platforms, I went crazy, I cried, and it really made me feel like I could do it too. This is my chimmy. As all of planet Earth knows, I am obsessed with BTS, and my favorite member is Park Jimin. So his little character is Chimmy because apparently he looks like a yellow dog with its tongue sticking out. My mom, dad, and sister would play the music in the radio, or they would watch, K-pop performances on our TVs, and I would always be like, whoa, like, I can do that, what? So a lot of people think K-pop is very bubblegummy, cute girls and high-pitched voices, and that's definitely part of it, but there's like a cool dark sound that K-pop does also touch into as well that a lot of people aren't aware is here. I would say my biggest inspiration in K-pop, aside from BTS, would be CL of 2NE1. Just to see somebody who is more similar to me has definitely brought a lot of influence into my life and my artistry, and also how I perform as well. Similarly to CL, I love leather, I love metal, they look dope. But I also love the message that it sends. A strong, powerful, tough Asian woman. Part of my day always consists of walking. That's how I get from place to place. For me, it's like convenience, but also a huge money and time saver. Extra, over the top extra, and I'm all about it. I'm not actually a K-pop artist. I consider myself an R&B pop artist. The biggest reason is because none of my music is in Korean, but I have newly begun to try to incorporate the sounds of K-pop into my music and make it more unique. My style and what I like to listen to is more chill and mellow, like right. Mac Ayers, Sabrina Claudio, but then when it comes to performance, I'm always like, but I gotta be high!
Super aggressive, high, but it's okay. You can still have songs like that. Too.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't be afraid to still take those risks, but also find yourself.
This past year, there were 3 gigs that I really wanted to get, and I got all of them. And I released my first single. Oh my gosh, last month was so much. It was finishing up my music video. Last week, I did some modeling, and I worked on a new song that I'm gonna be releasing this year. Yesterday, I had a dance shoot, and I seriously cannot remember what I did before that. Tomorrow, I have yet another dance shoot, and I have a modeling gig that ends at 3 a.m. next week. Oh, I have 2 studio sessions to work on the upcoming single that I'm gonna be releasing in a few months. Next month, there's a new Asian American radio station / TV network that's kind of in talks right now. They reached out to me to be a part of that whole project. Next year, I want to be able to expand by performing at larger scale events. My family is actually supportive of my career. And of course, they're scared for me, you know? They're like, these are big dreams, girl. But then ever since doing this and pursuing this full on, I am no doubt the happiest I've ever been in my life. I mean, one difficult thing about being an artist or somebody who is anywhere in the public eye is that you're always subject to judgment. I was bullied from when I was in middle school and up till high school. Being bullied and receiving racist comments, especially at a young age, actually turned me away from my culture. And oh my gosh, I'm gonna try not to cry while I say this, but I rejected being Korean for like most of my life. If I brought like an Asian lunch to school, like people would look at it and be like, what the heck is that? I always felt like being Asian was a bad thing. Like, my small eyes are ugly, our music is too different to enjoy, you know? Like, I would not learn Korean for the life of me because I was like, I don't want to learn it. I don't want to be a part of this culture. I don't want this. That's why, like, I know I sound so funny and I might even sound crazy when I say this, but like BTS literally changed my life in that way because I went from, oh my gosh, like being Korean, being Asian is a setback to being Korean is awesome. In the end, I always say, thank God I got bullied. And what I mean by that is I realized that I cannot, will not, and am not defined by what people decide they want to think about me and say about me. It's not gonna happen. I feel blessed to even have anyone listen to me. And so when it comes to fans, I approach them as a friend. My Instagram handle is my nickname, which is Alpal, and they have decided to call themselves Alpalkas. My fans rock. So I think K-pop's success globally has been a huge win for Asians, Asian Americans alike. I really don't care to be a millionaire. I mean, if that comes, amazing. But if it doesn't, that's fine. For me, it's like if I leave the earth having impacted people, number one, to love themselves more and embrace who they are fully, and two, to be able to see Asians as more than what we are put in a box to be, then I have made my mark. So by then, I will have won my first Grammy. Keep your eyes out, people. Refer yourself back to this interview when that happens because I said it here first. Thank you.